Capricorn, captivating, classy Capricorn. How is everyone? Let's get the, prerequisites out of the way. This message is timeless. When you find it is when it is meant for you. This is for Capricorn, sun, moon, and or rising. And I think that's it. I don't know. Can't remember. Anyhow, we are pulling this reading under the energy of the new moon solar eclipse in Leo. Ha! Yeah, it's a big day, big energy, big energy. And it is, I love eclipse season because truths come out, truths are exposed. And I'm all about it. Even when it's hard to face my own truth, but in the end, it's like so worth it. So we're going to pull a 5-card reading and take a look at what the shadow has been hiding and what it reveals, what is up next in to fill the space for what you release. We'll see to do a step to take to, the whole spiel. So if I could please have 5 cards for Capricorn in their new moon solar eclipse in Leo reading, please. There we go. No, 2, one at a time, please. Anyways, Capricorn, are you struggling as far as, I'm going to say yes. Wow, that's 3. So that will be 1, 2, 3. I see the cards as a reflection of your energy. My goodness. And you're kind of hard to control. Imagine that, a Capricorn who doesn't want to be controlled. Anywho, Capricorns like to control, but they don't want to be controlled. I don't know if that's true for all deacons, but let me know in the comments if it's true for you. All right, Capricorn. Ooh. Okay, well, what you don't see coming, bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. So there may be a breakup in the near future. Might not be yours, might be someone you knows, I don't know, or some heartache of some kind. So, energies can shift, so it's not a for sure, but just know that what you don't see coming came up as the 3 of Swords. Okay, so Capricorn, what the shadow, what hidden truth, fear, or self-doubt in the eclipse is putting on display while the lights are low. Okay, for you that came up as the High Priestess. So that is your intuition. Unfortunately, since it's what's, a hidden truth or a fear, or I'm just going to say it, you're lying to yourself, Capricorn. You're lying to yourself. You're not listening to your intuition. You're lying to yourself. I can't really say it any more clearly. And you know what? We all do it. So don't be like, you lady. But the thing is, we all freaking do it. Sometimes we do it for, ways to cope or ways to get through, it doesn't matter. We all do it. You're lying to yourself. Cut it out, because you either cut it out or the universe is going to cut it out for you. And that's the beauty of eclipse. So the beauty of this reading is I'm telling you now, so that if you want to deal with it yourself, before it's dealt with without your control, then now is the time. You just really need to listen to your inner self, listen to your higher self, listen to your intuition. If you got a gut feeling, or trust it, because that isn't lying to you. Okay. Now, what, as soon as you quit lying to yourself, what is in, waiting to be tag teamed in came up as the Two of Pentacles. And that's lovely because that's balance. And balance is the key to almost everything. Because, balance is like how things work in rhythm, how things, how you can achieve joy and success, and it's all about balance. Okay. And then, sorry, my back hurts. And the pride trap, which is, where is ego, fear of judgment, or pride blocking you from taking a healthy creative risk, came up as the Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is like, you've been stabbed in the back, you've had tough times, you have been through it. Okay, you've been through it. But now the whole pride trap is, you've been through it, and I don't know if you give a crap what people think, but I don't know if maybe the attention of being through it has brought you, or being through it has brought you attention. It's going to be different for everyone, but Capricorn, there's something about this Ten of Swords. You've been through it, but you're like staying in it. Kind of, it's kind of the energy of the victim mentality. You've been through it, and you're like, kind of like, not reminding everyone that you've been through it, but kind of. I mean, I'm not trying to be a total dick, but I'm just saying, like, this is reaping, if it's your pride trap, it's like you reaping the attention that comes through this tough time, and you're kind of like wallowing in it. You're kind of like, oh, this attention ain't bad, I think I'll just stay here because at least I get some attention, that kind of low energy. And you're better than that, Capricorn. You're freaking better than that. So let the pain go. Let the hard times go. Because when you let them go, you see how she's like headed towards the sunrise. You let that go, sunnier days have come, because the hard part's over, and now you get to, it's like that fresh spring again, or renewal, the birth, that it's all, but you can't bring in that good sunrise, that happiness, that joy, that next phase, until you address what you're doing here with this victim mentality type of deal. Okay. I hope that was like, anyways, it is what it is. Okay. Now, which brings us to what it's just time to go. Okay. And this is, what identity, expectation, or phase of life must now come to a rapid close. What needs to come to a rapid close for you came up as the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is a good card, but if it's what needs to come to a rapid close, that means whatever you thought was your ideal end game or long-term goal, or it has to be rewritten. First, it's like, okay, remember when we're young or we're kids and we dream about our future, and then we get to the good old days of adulthood, and it kind of shifts and changes, or life makes your end game change sometimes. Like, you could be, your end game could be all about you, and then next thing you know, you're married and have kids. Well, your end game is going to change because now it includes a family. So it's kind of like that kind of energy. Whatever you thought your end game or your long-term goal or your old aspirations, they need to be redefined, because this is saying put it to bed. Your old end game doesn't suit your new life. It doesn't suit who you are now, is what I'm saying. So put it to bed. Okay. Start thinking with the new life that this new era, this new you, this stage of you is what I should say. Think about what is in alignment as far as a long-term goal or your future with who you are now. That is where you need to be putting your energy, and let the old idea of when, this is how I want my life to look. It's to do your readjustments is what I'm getting at, because the fifth and final card is the step that you can take. How do they put it? The brave new step. Is the courageous action you can take to step into this new chapter, which is justice. And that is you holding yourself accountable. It is what's right. It is what's fair. So the step that you can take is to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That is the step that you can take. Be honest with who you are right now, and then adjust accordingly, because we're all on different paths. We're all on different timelines. We're all, in different spaces in our life. But sometimes when we shift our, or when we learn or when we grow, we forget to adjust the other aspects that we've put all this effort and time and energy into, and we forget to adjust those as well. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you know what I mean? So just make sure that you're being honest with yourself. Make sure that your goals and your dreams and your perceived envisioned future match who you are as a person right now. That is what this new moon solar eclipse energy wants from you. Which it's a lot of like personal work. Sometimes a lot of the work that none of us like to do, because focusing on ourselves and the way we do things or why we do things, or lying to ourselves or kidding ourselves or listening to our passion, things like that sometimes are hard when society paints a picture and you think that's where you need to go. And I think people are realizing more and more that every single person's path is different, and every single person's goals are going to be different, and there is no programming or structure for everyone. And if anyone thinks differently, then I feel sorry for them, because that's just shows how programmed they are, actually, because we're all built different. We're just absolutely built different. We can admire things about other people or appreciate things about other people, but at the end of the day, like, no other person is exactly what makes us, smile, because, and no, like, all of their activities or interests or hobbies are never going to be duplicated. Everyone is beautiful and unique in their own and crazy, imperfectly perfect way. So with that being said, I'll stop ranting and raving, but I'm going to pull you one card from your higher self, and one spirit animal card, or two, because no, that's too many. I just can't take. I mean, maybe you love animals, Capricorn. Let me know in the comments, but because there was like 4 trying to fly on out, but just one would be perfect, please, for Capricorn. One spirit animal, please, for Capricorn. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Okay, Capricorn, you got, you 2 snuck in. That's crazy. Okay, fine. You got the Badger for endurance. Whatever you seek, your tenacity and faith will be paying off. Know that no matter the temporary outer conditions, you will manifest your desires in divine timing and in the form that is best for you. Love that, because that is what I'm saying. Like, what is best for you in divine timing? Like, who are you now? And endurance. So it just means keep going, keep on, keep it on. And then you also got, so that was the Badger. Actually, it says it's a badger, but it looks like a raccoon. Can you see that? It looks like a raccoon to me, but badger, whatever. Hedgehog. Trust. This is a reminder, Capricorn. This is a reminder that even if you feel that others do not understand you or get what you are doing, it is no excuse to curl up and hide. Sure, you may need a little bit of space right now, but the world needs your gifts, and you are more than worthy. I love that. Because that is what I mean about the, curl up and hide. That's, no. You know, if people don't get it, or people, you know, whatever's going on in your life, if there are people who disagree or people who naysayers, you know, that's on them. You don't curl up and hide because of that kind of crap, you know. Don't let this pride trap get you, because your gifts, the world needs your gifts. I love that. I absolutely love that for you, because I couldn't have said it better. And this really does kind of wrap up what this whole reading is trying to tell you, that you are special, that your gifts are needed in this world, even if there are people in your life that don't understand you or understand your choices. It's not for them. Your choices are not for them. They don't need to understand. If you find the need to make them understand, that's a whole nother reading. But this is saying your choices are not for them. So don't hide because people disagree. Don't, oh, well, you know, I would be like, well, good thing I'm making choices for myself and not for you then, you know? I mean, you don't have to be like that about it, but I would be. Anyways, Capricorn. Okay, message from your higher self. I let go of the shadow of the past. See, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. I mean, what? Because I'm telling you, I just can't. I love that. I absolutely love that for you. And it's a beautiful card. I like these cards. Can you see that? There you go. Anywho, beautiful reading, Capricorn. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you listen to your intuition and you get out of that, you know, take the next step of your life where the troubled times are behind you and now you are in the driver's seat, and know that you are beautiful. Know that your gifts are required, is what I should say, by the world, because everyone has gifts. They're all different and they are all needed, and so are yours. Okay, I'll see you next time, Capricorn. I love ya, and remember who you are.